I'm reloading it to check. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Part is hard. Technical difficulty.
It says it's live.
Okay, good.
Yay. And I looked at Icy Veins a couple times, and it's not really bad because it seems like they actually accept feedback when people give it, unlike Noxic, when people tell them this is wrong, they just keep it wrong forever.
I'm bad. I use Icy Veins mainly for transmog.
They have a great transmog section, actually.
Really
if you are
do.
looking for a transmog place, Icy Veins has a really good one.
And they redesigned their
love it.
website so it doesn't look ugly anymore, so now I can actually go to it without complaining.
Another thing I would actually recommend is if you can befriend an experienced healer on your server and you're new, that's a really good idea. It's not always easy to tell if somebody's really experienced, but I do have a habit of if I find someone who's obviously new and they tell me they're new and they're just wandering around, I sort of adopt them.
Tyrael adopts noobs.
I do. I've done
Tyrael
this
to mommy.
many times. I give them bags and gold, and here, this is how you gem, this is how you enchant.
I adopted a priest once. They were adorable.
You tell that jerk tank that if he isn't nice to you and protects you from mobs, you are going to, let him die.
Milk was going to bring her hammer out and bonk him.
Exactly. I also protect my noobs from gankers, because I figure, how do you go back to your friends and tell them that a disc priest ganked you when you're level 90?
This is very true. Did I tell you about the story when some people were trying to kill me the other day on my disc priest and they couldn't?
Do tell.
This paladin chased me for like 5 or 6 minutes because Desperate Prayer kept coming off cooldown and he could not kill me. Like I would fear him and then I would DPS him down and then I would bubble and run around in a circle and he just eventually gave up and walked away. And like I was getting annoyed. Like I was like I could kill him if I wanted to, but I was like I don't really feel like actually putting in the effort. So I was telling my friends like, can you come back and kill this guy so I can actually mount because this is really annoying.
That's funny.
Good going.
I like World PvP on a raid tune. It's fun. People can't kill you.
I don't know.
I do not mind world PvP when I'm level 90, but I have a severe hatred of people that pick on lobies because there's no sport in it. You're just kicking puppies.
Yeah.
You mean standing
Although I
outside
do
a dark
have
portal
lobbies.
isn't cool? Like that's not the
yeah.
cool thing to do?
On my server, there's a line of skeletons from the point where the Alliance ports in, and the Horde, I guess they also port into the same spot, to the Dark Portal. Like, you can actually see skeletons going up the ramp.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
other
that on
place I
Shakespeare.
hated was Stranglethorn Valley.
Yeah,
That place was horrible.
That's why
I
you
was-
become friends with someone on a PvE server so they can pull you onto it.
I was pet battling trying to capture a pet, and some hunter showed up and, tried to kill me, and I was so mad at him. He made me lose my battle.
Yeah, he sucks.
It could have been worse. You could have been trying to catch him infernal. You know how aggravating that'd be?
I'd probably, have an aneurysm or something. There would be right.
So what other resources can people recommend? I've seen, personally, MMO Champ has become better in some cases than it once was.
Yeah, definitely.
I hesitate to send people to the priest forums and MMO Champion. I don't know if any of you guys have been there, but there's some very hostile people that post. And if you ask a simple question, they do kind of jump. Like if you have a different opinion or if you don't know something, they can kind of jump people's cases. So I usually don't send anybody there.
Or nice on the healing forums. Generally.
Yes, on the healing forum. Well, on the priest forums here on the WoW side, they're not too bad, although it can kind of turn into an echo chamber.
Well, that's why a lot of times devs don't pull stuff from it because it's just an echo chamber. If they listen to every single class forum, everybody be one-shotting bosses or healing their whole raid to full with giant
okay
bubbles.
with that. Maureen, are you okay? I'm okay with being completely and utterly overpowered until, I can still heal everything.
It's no fun, though.
For you.
I'm curious though, are there any resources on YouTube or something on how to do stuff?
I mean, I've come across some, but none that like really stuck out to me personally.
I've been thinking about, like, for a while, like, writing up a guide to, like, you're a new healer, here's what you need to know. These are the things you need to get. Here's where
Yeah.
you should go. But I'm also lazy, and I was doing other things.
At least you're honest.
Probably making a new transmog set.
I've actually taken my
Playing
transmog 4
Hearthstone.
times this week now.
See,
Oh
there
my
it is.
God.
That's why you won't have a new healing guide, because Tyrion's too busy making transmog sets.
She's such a pretty panda, though.
And LeBlue's always like, you know, that dress doesn't look good on a panda. He has a thing against curvy ladies. And I'm just, you know, it looks great on Tauren, too. What's wrong with the Tauren? Tauren and Panda, we get a bum rap, I'm telling you. We're all curvy. What's wrong with that?
He doesn't
We have
hate
hips.
Tauren.
Although I think your boobs are bigger than mine. Sadly,
Yeah.
pandas don't really have
Yeah, they are.
a chest.
It's all in the udders. I miss my
I can't say
udders.
anything. I race changed my panda.
To what?
You race changed your panda.
To Blood Elf. The transmog just looks so much better. Well, because, okay, my reasoning was my Resto Druid, she has that item that turns her into a Blood Elf. She's a Night Elf. And sometimes the gear just looks really nice on the Blood Elf, like with the little ponytail and everything. So I was like, ooh, I can get the exact same gear on my Monk, and I can actually be a Blood Elf for longer than 5 minutes. So that was kind of my reason.
I'm
But
not
a
sure
Blood
we can be
Elf?
friends anymore.
And Leia kind of matched a Blood Elf more than it matched a Panda, but I was going to, if I level my Shaman, which I'm hoping to at some point, I was going to make her go from Goblin to Shaman.
But
Or
anything's
to
better than a Blood
Panda.
Elf.
I like Blood Elf. My Priest is a Blood Elf.
The show pretty.
I admit
It's
I miss
puppy.
being a blood elf. I really do.
I miss my Tauren. And my trolls, actually.
Now I'm looking at the transmog on Icy Veins. It's all your fault, Tyrael.
I am a bad influence, as anybody who knows me will tell you.
I'm a better influence. You should totally listen to everything I say.
Whatever you do, don't listen to Blue. Trust me.
Yeah.
You don't
That
probably
was
don't
pretty
listen to
much
me
a big
either, to be
lie.
honest.
I'm a
Aw.
wonderful, caring person with the best interest. I can't even stop laughing.
As he starts laughing, yeah, I was about to say.
Sad.
I've always, and this is kind of not, you want somebody who knows what they're talking about to probably guide you through it, but looking through logs of somebody who knows what the hell they're doing with someone who knows how to interpret logs, I find
Not me.
extremely helpful. Tyrael, I don't know how helpful you found that, but I find it useful from looking at uptimes on certain spells, how often you're using it, how much you could have versus how much you did.
I don't usually focus too hard on like the thing is that for healers, like when you're a DPS and you're in a raid, short of you having a specific thing that you have to do, like say on Twins we have DPS that draw the glyphs, or on Dark Animus we have DPS that are handling extra anima golems to free people up. That's something that's probably going to take away from their DPS. They're going to, they're going to have to be managing their pets. They're going to have to be managing whatever they're doing. So, but outside of that, most DPS, their only job is to not stand in fire and stab the boss in the face as hard as possible for as long as possible. And that's all they have to do. But when you're a healer, you've got other things that are going on. Like if Home Skillet McGillicuddy decides that he's going to stand in the void zone, then you are going to be expending more healing, like flash heals or whatever, on him than you would normally do. I don't think that healing can really be simmed well because every group is different and you're never really just fighting the boss, you're also fighting the other 24 derps that you're raiding with.
Hardest raid mechanic is your fellow raiders. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yep. And that's actually why it is so annoying to do LFR, because it's not that the content is difficult, it's the people are difficult.
Well, I mean, when you hit Enrage on LFR Animus with about 20 of your raid alive, and you're like, wow, we're wiping to Enrage because most of you are AFK and not doing a thing.
I would never do something like that, Morin. What were you going to say, Maureen?
I was just gonna say the ones that irritate me the most are the ones that say LFR is easy, so then they don't bother not standing and everything. And yes, it would be easy if you stop being an idiot. It may be easy for everybody else, but
Oh yes, it's easy until you die to Duramo in the friggin' maze phase.
yeah,
But then they always blame it on lag. Lag? Sorry, I lagged. There's
Well,
lag.
if they
Lag.
blame it at all. Like, I've had one guy that yelled at the healers, and I almost wanted to say, you know, when the disintegration beam passes over Fail Angel from a Holy Priest, it almost kills it. Do you honestly think we could heal you through it?
Do you honestly think we want to try and heal you through it?
I prefer for the tanks to stay alive because it means that the resto turret doesn't have to turn into a bear and try to tank.
I wish, because Assault Tank mentions Durmu, I wish Durmu didn't have a maze at all, and it was just the beam that rotated around, because maybe, just maybe, more
No,
than 6
people
people
would
would
still get
survive. Because I
still get
swear, the people who get hit by it aren't the people who don't know the maze, because the people who don't know the maze don't drop instantly. The people who know the maze, know how it works, don't care, they park themselves in front of it and die right there, and it's like, oh, well, good job, now you can AFK because you're dead.
Basically, I just don't like the people in LFR that are like, oh, I healed LFR, I can heal anything. I pulled 200k HPS, I am the best healer ever. I don't need gems, I don't have gems, I can heal this much in LFR, I'm awesome.
I'm just going to
Because
say,
I am top healer on a Sunday.
I am a terrible Disc Priest player. I love Holy through and through. I hate Discipline and everything that it stands for, but I'm trying to be competent at Disc. God help my soul. And LF, so I went to do LFR to get Titan Runestones at the same time, and my stupidity was able to smash the healing, and I'm not sitting there going, oh look, I can heal LFR, I can do anything, because I know very well that I'm terrible at Disc. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I think it's still hard for some players though because, you know, previously when you were learning how to raid, you know, you wanted to learn how to raid heal, you would be told one of two things. Either let's go do heroics, and there would be some kind of a group where you were trying to do your best because, oh my god, you wanted to impress them. Or it would be, okay, you need to go to AV. And you'd be like, but why do I have to go PvP? And they'd be like, well, if you want to learn how to raid, you first have to learn how not to panic when everything goes wrong. And so you go to AV and you do that, and then you might pug into, you know, a normal and learn that way. But now we're dropping fresh 90s into LFR, and I don't think a lot of them actually have a clue how they're supposed to heal a raid. And most of them will learn along the way, but it's really hard for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, who's never had any experience with it.
I think, and this kind of goes along with my Disc Priest, I think the hardest thing that actually makes it is you have classes like Disc Priest and Holy Paladins. Not saying they're overpowered or anything. Holy crap, before anybody gets on me. But if you have a competent player playing an Absorb class like that, there's almost nothing to heal, so to learn on. That's kind of something with LFR, because of how little damage actually goes out. I'm not sure if you agree with that or not, but it just, a lot of encounters, if someone outgears it and is a Disc Priest or Holy Paladin, there's nothing to heal. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, when I do LFR on my Disc Priest, I usually end up doing 40% of the healing because there's just nothing else for anybody else to heal. And it's even like that in normals now because myself and the other priests completely outgear it, and right now we're trying to gear a Holy Priest, so we're 3 healing everything just so he can get used to healing stuff. But he has nothing to heal, so he's like, I'm always waiting for the health bars to move, but nothing happens. Because I can just sit there and smite spam the entire time and everybody stays at full.
Or, I mean, when I'm Holy in LFR, which I have been before just because somebody was talking shit about Holy, it's just Night Fest. There's nothing to heal. And for throughput healers especially, they'll end up coming out of it thinking that they're doing something horribly wrong. Did I pick the wrong class? You know, this Disc Priest is doing 40% of the raid healing and he's not much more gear than I am. And it's really just, there's no damage.
Druids and
Yeah,
shamans
what's
say
sad
hi.
though? What's sad though is even lately in LFR for me, I will often, even with my horrible, horrible FPS, be one of the top healers.
Yeah, me too. I even did it on my monk. Like, I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's see what happens. And I went in there with, like, PvP gear and, like, some greens and, like, the random gear I got off, like, Nalik. And I would, be doing my thing, and then I'd be like, revival, and it'd be like 200k HPS. I was like, ooh, I win.
Well, when he says
So
that
I would
she
go from,
sends...
like, 5th. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
When he says that she sends her off, I think her alt priest in, and has her daughter just press smite holy fire and penance for the entire fight, and that's how she does LFR.
When I was raid healing, like, last week, I was watching my nephew at the same time, and he was watching me play when we were doing Hordon, and I was like, press 1, that's my smite button. I'm like, just keep pressing that over and over again. Don't stop till I tell you. And he was like, okay. So he would just keep pressing 1, and then I would do, like, holy fire and penance and everything else. And then if I had to actually use something else, I'd be like, okay, hold on a second, let me press some other buttons. Okay, go back to smashing 1.
I would love a personal minion to do LFRs for me. I have so many alts I should be running through them, and I don't because
You
LFR.
don't want to.
Yeah.
I used to hire my niece and nephew to do that when they were younger, and I used to babysit them. They sit in my lap and go, Jesse, let me help. I'm like, okay.
I totally need like a minion that I can hire. Maybe I should like import. Like I know what was that somebody was saying they were gonna adopt a child from a third world country and just have them play and do LFR for them. It was a terrible joke, but
I need to do that because mine won't do it.
oh, she's gotten smart.
Oh,
gotten older.
yeah. She wouldn't do it when she was younger either. She's just mean. She's staring at me now.
But I thought
Like,
I
wait,
thought
what?
that kids were supposed to that you had kids so they could do all your dailies for you.
Yeah, she didn't get that memo.
Dailies, the new chores.
Brianna, do you want to do LFR for me? No? Why not?
She knows how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the new healers that go into LFR, not even just because, it's a Snipe Fest, but because people are so mean.
I think we lost the video.
Again?
Are you sure?
It's
like
going.
It says
It's
live.
still going.
Oh,
Yeah, it
well,
says
mine
live for
just
me.
refreshed. That was weird.
Weird.
Maybe yours broken.
Milk
Yours is
broke
broken.
it.
They are mean.
Sorry.
Yeah, you
I
said
think that's
video
why
so
we
bad.
never find tanks, actually, is because people are such douchebags to them.
And what sucks now is being the end of the expansion and new healers going into LFR now, we're going to have it even worse.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel so bad for them. Like, when I started doing them on my monk, like, I was doing, like, MSV and stuff first, everyone was so nice. I was like, is the world ending? Is this the apocalypse? Is something weird gonna happen? Like, everybody was cracking
Yeah.
jokes in chat. Everyone was just chatting away. No one was linking meters and being like, lol, lol, I win.
Then
Everybody
you
was
hit Throne of
pleasant and
Thunder.
nice. Well, even in Throne of Thunder, everyone was nice and pleasant. People were offering advice. People were like, I don't know how to do this fight. Instead of people being like, go Google it, people were like, this is how you do it. Stand here, stand here. I'm going to put this marker out here for you, Tank, so you know where to stand. Okay, you stand here and you stand here. Okay, we can do this. And then, like, the week after, it was, you guys all suck, and blah, blah, blah. Delete your characters, kill yourself, and all that stupid crap.
I really think it's just because people are freaking sick of doing LFR and TOT. I think it's really, even people
It
that
is
I know that
painful.
it's their only option, they don't like it. They don't enjoy themselves. It's not fun. And
I know, I'm so excited for Flex rating.
Oh,
Me
no
too.
idea
Me
how
too.
Like,
excited
I
I am.
couldn't
Yes,
even,
yes,
like,
yes, yes.
Unless,
it's like, oh, something I don't have to do, I can do and not have to do LFR. Okay, thank you.
unless my tune is like a brand spanking new 90, I will not touch LFR. There's no reason to. If you have like a 500 plus item level, go with your friends. Find people to do it with. I'm absolutely positive nobody should have any issue, especially if you're in larger guilds, finding people to throw 10 man together for flex rating, go in and have some fun. Because LFR mechanics are not fun. They're boring, there's dull, there's nothing really going on if you're paying attention to anything. And that's really LFR is so mind-numbingly dull and stupid. That's what my biggest complaint about how dumbed down it has to be to prevent trolling and to make it so easy that a pickup group can do it. And its greatest strength is and its weakness at the same time is how easy it is. Because if it's not easy, it's bad for pickup groups, as we learned with Cataclysm Heroics, if anybody remembers those.
Oh gosh. I need mana. What do you mean you need mana? Can
Oh
we
my
CC
God.
this mob? What do you mean we need to CC this mob?
You are the worst shaman
Never
ever.
mind.
How dare you?
You're a shaman. I'm sorry, man, but we really need a paladin for this, so we're gonna have to kick you.
Oh, or like when you would join a group, oh, I'm sorry, you're a shaman. We already had a shaman and he was really bad. Shamans suck. We're just gonna kick you. Like, okay.
The truth is that you were so bad as a shaman at the start of Kata that really that was not an asshole move.
Yeah. And I remember priests were kind of wonky at the beginning too.
Holy wasn't in too great of a spot.
No, it was not.
And Disc's bubbles were hilarious. It was like,
But I
where'd my
stuck it
bubbles
out.
go? You pretty much had to be a holy pally if you want to say that you had a good time at the start of Kata. Holy pallies were awesome, and everybody wanted one.
I had fun. I had fun healing as a holy priest at the start of Kata. And I did do some, and then they were slow going, and people had to, CC, scary. But I had a lot of fun with the difficulty. I wouldn't want to do it with pugs, but I thought it was fun.
I had fun in the beginning of Kata as a holy priest too, because I didn't mind the whole mana management.
Mana management's fun. Having infinite mana and spamming, i.e. end of Wrath, end of Kata, probably end of Mop, we are already at that point basically. That's not fun to me. That's the whole game turned into a snipe fest. When you gotta actually manage your mana and care about your resource, that's fun. But when you get to the point where you don't care anymore, that's kind of boring to me, in my opinion, because then it's just, all right, when do we pop the cooldown? Okay, cooldown's popped, or, oh, you're supposed to pop the cooldown. Well, we wiped. Started again.
Yeah, I like feeling like my mana actually means something. Although right now on my priest, in raids, I don't really pay attention to my mana anymore because it's gotten to the point where it doesn't matter.
Should go holy. It always matters for holy, except when it's farm
Yeah,
content
but
and it doesn't.
I feel weird when I'm holy because I went holy when we were working on Heroic Tortos, and I kept forgetting random things. I was like, I'm forgetting something. There's a spell that I'm supposed to be using, and I can't. Oh, I forgot to put a light well out. Oh, sorry guys.
I've done
And
that
then, like, the
Well,
next time we, like, went
it's
again, I was
awesome
like,
on
I died. Oh, wait,
Tortos.
never mind. I have full health. I'm okay. Oh, wait, no, I did die. That's the thing that it does when you die. Never mind. I was so bad. But somehow I was still, like, out healing the druid. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to spam heal and see what happens.
It's so horrible on Turtles for me because I will stop to cast to find him, and then get stuck either in Rockfall or Rockfall and Turtle or Turtle, and then I'm dead. And I'm like, oh my god, guys, I'm dead. And they're like, oh my god, you have full health. What? I'm like, no, I'm dead.
It's like, this is real. This is it's pre-death. I'm pre-dead. Give me a second. Yeah, I hate the fights where, like, you get interrupted because I'm like, hemming, never mind. Drinking a potion, never mind. I don't need mana, never mind. Yeah, our poor Pally this week was, I think he was going crazy on Tortos. Because he would, like, stop to cast, and anytime he would stop to cast something, he would get, like, smacked by something. I was like, just give up. Just stand in the middle and try not to die.
I'm actually okay with people dying. You know, sometimes it makes it easier.
He died on every fight, so I felt really bad.
I hate Tortos so much.
I actually like Tortos now. Like, when we first started working on it, it drove me insane. But now, like, I can usually stand off in the corner and just, like, smite heal the whole time, and then Spirit Shell before the stomps. And, like, health bars don't move at all, so I'm like, wee! And we actually slowed down the turtles this week, so it's a little bit easier to avoid.
I do enjoy getting off a Halo just before the Quake Stomp.
That's what I do with Cascade on my priest. It's like just as it's going, I pick the furthest target away and launch it. It hits, and then it's bouncing off the first person it hits.
Yeah, I usually take Halo for that fight because it looks really cool anyway.
But no, the best part is when you as the healing lead, if you will, stop calling for healing cooldowns because you want to look good on the meters. But I would never do that when I'm playing my alt monk or my holy priest. Never. No, you should never do that, guys. It's bad.
Only if you get caught. I mean,
Or
wait,
the
what?
raid wipes.
Or that.
That meter fapping.
That fight, I finally got to heal it as a Resto Druid on normal and not in LFR. I've never had so much fun healing on my Druid ever. It was like, use the Shaman ability, run around with Tranquility, get everybody up to full, top the meters. Okay, do it again. Okay,
I
this is
want
why
the
people like
Dru-
Druid. It's so fun.
I want the shaman ability.
It's so much fun. Although I think the Shaman kept changing talents because I kept using it, so I think I eventually just gave up.
Shimmerin, it's not nice of you to make fun of me for, like, actually giving that dude a serious response. I thought maybe, somehow, somewhere, he might be slightly serious, okay? I am easily fooled, it seems.
That's because we like to think that people are nice and actually want legit answers.
And now no one listening has any idea what's going on.
Yay! Tell me something new and unusual. So does
This is
anyone...
why I don't always read the forums because there's just too much trolling.
And if you try to be helpful, you get told you're a troll. It's fun.
Mhm.
But, alright, so who wants to go first
Shamlyron entered
on
channel.
talking about Hearthstone?
Hearthstone.
I think that was Milk's way of saying me.
Wait, what?
Go
He
ahead,
said
No,
he
Milk.
wants to talk
I-
first, and you got excited. Well,
I
what deck are you playing with, Milk?
am going between decks right now. I'm trying to figure out which one I do enjoy. Although currently I tend to lean towards the mage deck because polyform.
Polyform is pretty nice.
Though currently I'm playing with the warlock, which is not too bad actually, even with the special ability being one to damage myself. Yeah, I can see it as a really good way to kill time.
I still haven't even unlocked all the heroes.
Oh my god!
Hello.
Hello.
You entered and you scared
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
I didn't hear him enter.
You
You're
didn't?
funny.
Hi,
Mumble
Chris.
came over and said you did.
I
Yeah, that's the
didn't
only
hear it.
reason that I noticed.
I came in because I figured I'd had to defend my honor to Serial. I gave him a serious response too, but now I'm trying to get people to play Rate That Troll.
I'm sorry, but your argument is invalid, Shammy. Your honor is still besmirched.
Now gonna walk down the street and people are gonna say, "There goes a guy with besmirched honor."
Totally.
So how about you guys? Which decks are you guys preferring so far?
I haven't even really unlocked a hero. I haven't done anything. Like, I've been sick or Brent was here.
You are the worst beta
Slacker.
tester ever.
Priorities,
You are.
priorities.
So, since I've actually been playing Hearthstone, I even streamed me losing miserably several times. Because so far the pattern for me has been I win one game and then I lose two games, and then I win one game and then I lose three games because that set of games decided I wanted to try the arena. I'm like, oh, this will be fun and I'll do all right, I'm sure, because now this time people who've been playing this for 24 hours a day since this dropped don't have these awesome cards on me. No, I just get people who have Rexar and they completely trash me.
It's like me playing.
Yes, I plan on unlocking the heroes this weekend and actually playing, so
But
I might stream. Maybe we can do a match against each other, Blue, and record it.
we can do
He's going to
that.
be busy in Eorzea this weekend.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Might be a
Shammy,
little
how are
distracting.
you going to play Final Fantasy if you're playing Hearthstone this weekend?
I
Oh, decisions.
actually have no... I don't really want to play Final Fantasy anymore. I have no interest in it.
Blasphemer. So, Morin, how's Hearthstone for you? Or you not have...
It's fun. Yeah, I've been playing it. Not a ton. I've just been playing around with the mage deck as well. It's kind of fun. But I'll probably play some more and check out some of the other decks. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I was playing it the other day. Well, after I finished raging that VNet was down and I couldn't play during maintenance, but then it came back up and then I could play. So I was happy again.
But the Rogue deck is wonderful. I'm finding mostly the Assassinate option. That's wonderful. Oh, hi there, massive monster. Assassinate, and now I'm going to rake your face.
You know what's really good though? a Warlock versus Rexar, because you have those spells that does 3 damage to everyone. And bye-bye, beasts.
Nice.
Wahahaha.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards a shaman or a warlock.